Kind of fully panicking about this right now. I actually have anxiety about recording this episode.
Why?
Because what if we don't have it?
Podcast material?
We just don't have podcast material.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm kind of freaking the fuck out right now.
I know. What are we going to talk about?
We're going to do that practice.
Uh-huh.
Throw out a word.
Throw out a word. We could talk about carrots.
Foreplay.
Foreplay with carrots.
1,000 Ways to Die.
1,000. Oh, yeah.
Remember that episode?
Oh, yeah.
She shaved the carrot.
Oh, God.
And she fucked herself with it.
And died.
I
wonder how many women do that a year.
Of an aneurysm.
Oh. Aneurysms.
Aneurysm.
Headaches.
Children.
Wives.
Husbands that don't do anything.
Child brides.
Child brides.
Husbands that
Thailand.
don't. Okay. Hot weather.
Summer.
Winter.
In February. Global warming. Conspiracy. Bigfoot. Loch Ness Monster. Water. Bodies of water. Body of a lady. Pornography. Women.
Sex. Hand
Traffic.
jobs. Trafficking.
Sex trafficking.
Being stuck in traffic. Radio.
Podcasts.
Our podcast.
Getting you through the day. Long day. Headaches. Sex trafficking. Regular traffic.
Uh-huh.
But we're here for you.
Listen
to our voices. As we guide you through your everyday.
Listen to our voices.
Sex trafficking job.
And at the end of the day, listen to what we're saying.
Because there's a deeper meaning to all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pizzagate.
Yeah.
Oh, just a bunch of hot dogs.
Hot dog eating contest.
Hot dog eating contest tomorrow.
At Creek in the Cave. Be there.
This is all an advertisement
for Creek in the Cave.
You're
welcome, Rebecca. Yeah.
So now what do we do?
How
many? I looked it up recently because somebody asked me how many hot dogs do I think I could eat.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You got coffee in your mustache.
Oh, no. This is what I had anxiety about.
I know.
And it happened. And I faced my fear. And it's over. The worst thing I could have pictured happening to me happened. And now that it's over, I'm invincible.
Yeah.
I'm Optimus Prime.
Oh, Optimus Prime.
I'm the aneurysm.
You
think an aneurysm slips in your brain and you go, no. And you squeeze hard enough. And the aneurysm.
You get rid of it?
The aneurysm's like, oh my fucking God.
Oh, shit. I didn't know you were like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were strong as fuck. My bad.
I'll go fuck with a kid, I guess.
Dude, I'll go somewhere else, I guess.
Yeah.
Who got a weak brain? Who's got a weak brain around here?
I'm so mentally strong. Aneurysms hate this guy.
What's Patrick doing? Oh, he's fighting off an aneurysm.
I'm just in a corner.
Not today, bitch.
Not today, Annie.
Annie, get your gun.
Annie,
and go
okay?
shoot someone else's brain with an aneurysm.
Are you okay, Annie?
She had an aneurysm.
Annie's aneurysm.
That's
a good name for a band.
That's good, yeah.
That's a good name for a podcast. If we were a girl named Annie.
Wait, that's a good name for a podcast.
Annie's aneurysm.
We did it.
AA.
Getting sober. We need to get sober.
Getting sober. We need to get sober.
Mm-hmm.
Harsh reality. Let's just bounce.
Soft reality.
Bounce. Soft reality. Trampolines.
What was your go-to trampoline move?
I was great at the backflip.
Oh, really?
I was a backflipping king.
Wow. I've never backflipped in my life.
I could do the 450
Yeah, wow. I've never done a backflip.
Really? Mm-hmm. Ever in your life?
Never.
You've never done a backflip
That is
in your
very
life.
funny to be like, you've never done a backflip.
I've done hundreds, if not thousands, of backflips.
Yeah, you seem like a backflip kid.
There's
certain people who have backflip energy.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I'm radiating backflip energy.
No, you have backflip. You have I backflipped a lot as a kid energy.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have like just an energy about them that I'm like, oh, they could do a backflip. But it gives it's like it's kind of like douchey but also Christian in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a backflip's as hardcore as it gets for you.
Yeah, like I feel like Christians who love life, they all can do a backflip.
Backflips for Jesus.
Backflip for Jesus, yeah. There was always like a tall, skinny, blonde kid who loved Jesus, and he could always do a backflip.
And I'm a tall, skinny, blonde kid.
No, but you had a kid backflip energy, which is there's two different types of backflip energy. Wait, I'm figuring this out in the moment. This is all coming to me. There are people who had like rough childhoods, and it gives off like monster energy, like crackhead.
You have monster energy.
You have monster energy drink. Like I'm drinking a NOS and I'm doing a backflip. And then there's
NOS.
Yeah.
That's
loved those.
Really?
Loved those.
That's a different type of breed.
Yeah.
That's an underground breed.
You open it goes.
All those people who make jokes about like, you're a Kyle who punches drywall and drinks a monster, they don't even know about the deep, dark
backflip state.
Background.
the background of backflipping.
The background of backflipping. Yeah. The underground.
What are you gonna say? Actually,
road of NOS.
Yeah.
The people who drank NOS when I was a kid, I was like, whoa, those people like, because they also do whippets with them.
Right.
People who drink NOS have whippet energy.
Yeah, I had a whippet phase.
Whip it good.
Yeah. I love NOS energy, and what was funny about it is I would chug one of those, and then I would just like go home and watch YouTube videos. When I should have been doing backflips.
Right.
The entire time.
You were watching kids on YouTube do backflips.
I was.
And thinking, I wish I was them.
Yeah.
You could have been them.
Yeah. My cousins had very backflip energy, and they're Christians.
Oh, that's why. So that's where it stems from.
Yeah.
I knew this came from somewhere.
But also, I don't know. I just have like this weird feeling that like all Christians can do backflips.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you have crisscross applesauce energy on a trampoline. You just sat there cross-legged.
No.
I could picture you just sitting there like, yeah.
like I'm too cool to be on a trampoline.
Yeah. So you're like, I guess I'll sit on the trampoline.
I did a lot of the like jump up in the air, land on my back, land back on my feet.
Oh, I love that move.
That was my big move.
That's a fun move. That's a move.
It was my only move.
That's a move you could just keep doing.
I remember like my siblings could do it, and I was always like, how the fuck do you guys do that?
Backflip?
No, just go on your back and then go back up. And when you're first starting out trying to do that, you fuck up your back heavy. And your head, because you don't know how to do it, so you're just flopping.
Yeah. I do love a kid being dramatically hurt.
Yeah.
Is funny.
That is funny.
Like a kid thinking they're out of breath, but they're not.
Yeah.
Or knock the wind out of themselves.
Yeah.
Like a kid jumping on their back and going, oh, I think something happened.
Yeah.
But nothing happened.
Uh-huh.
Kids actually getting hurt isn't that funny.
It is pretty funny.
I watched a video recently of this little girl. They did that classic floss tooth.
Oh, in the,
to the
door?
doorknob thing.
Yeah.
And it didn't pull the tooth out. It just bent it.
Oh!
And the dad was so like, this is so cool that we're doing this. This is a classic thing.
Uh-huh.
And he did it, and she just got like, he just went, and it like only came out a little, and it started bleeding, and she was like, ah, ah, ah! Just fully.
That poor kid had so much trust in her family. That was the first ever act of betrayal on that child.
Yeah. Yeah, you lied to me and failed me.
Oh my God, and now my mouth is bleeding.
And now my mouth, it's the blood that gets you.
Yeah. Oh God.
Because I'm sure that doesn't really hurt. Pulling a tooth doesn't hurt. You watched me get my wisdom teeth ripped out.
I did, yeah.
That was so cool that you were allowed in the room with me.
Yeah.
Every time
I felt uncomfortable.
Yeah. It was weird they let you in.
Yeah.
It was the most married we've ever been.
Right. It's always in those moments that I feel the grossest, though, because I feel like I'm not an actual adult. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I just feel like dirty, like a grubby little grub.
Like a punk.
I guess.
You're Johnny Rotten.
Yeah. I think there's some like I should have showered. I should have done extra steps to brush my teeth.
Yeah.
I should have put on lipstick. Like there's something that makes me feel trashy and gross in those moments that I'm like, they're judging me and they don't think I'm a real adult human being.
Well, you're also in the most sanitary room.
Right.
Like in the state.
Yeah.
It's the most clean room possible.
And like my pants don't fit me right and I just like feel so poor. I feel so lower class. That's what it is.
It's also because we don't have health insurance.
Right, yeah.
And they know that now.
They fully know that.
Because we walk up and we go, we don't have health insurance. And they go, oh, that's fine. It's just going to be like $10,000. Holy
my window. My window. There's duct tape right there if you want to.
Edit it in post.
Edit and in POTUS. In POTUS. What was I going to say?
You're talking about how clean dentists are. Oh, so I got my wisdom teeth taken out. And I remember being like, all right, I'll be back. And then they went, do you want her to come in with you? And I was like, can she? Remember like when you went into did your mom ever like leave you to go to the doctor's office by yourself? Like you were in the lobby and they were like, Heather? And then you got up and your mom was like, no, go. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
You can't. I'm going to get molested.
No, I always did that by myself.
Really?
Yeah.
I was such a please mom come in with me
really?
kid until I was like 20.
Oh, yeah. No, my mom never came back with me.
Interesting. That's shocking.
Yeah.
My mom was always in there with me. I remember one time they had to swab the back of my throat. And tell me if any you've ever fought. Sorry, I phrased that ridiculously. Yeah. They had to swab the back of my throat because I had strep throat. And they pulled out this giant, like, Q-tip schwab. And they were like, all right, just open your mouth. And I was like, no. You're going to put that in the back of my throat? And they were like, we have to. We have to run a test to see what you have. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And they were like, Patrick, you have to open your mouth. And I was like, no. And I started fighting. And then she called in 2 other nurses to hold my arms down. So I was just flailing, being like, no! And then they fucking grabbed my head. And they just shoved it. And I dramatically was like, as they just forcibly.
You sound like a brat.
And then they swabbed it and they were like, yeah, you have the flu. And I remember.
Well, did you give it to me on that Schwab?
Yeah, dude, totally. That's totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the flu. Now?
Now I do.
Oh, now I have the flu?
Yeah, I bet now I do.
I was fine up until then.
Yeah, I'm sure 4 people holding me down, coughing in my face, gave me the fucking flu, asshole.
As my mom literally just sat there being like,
right, yeah.
I was a brat. I was a huge brat.
Yeah, I don't think I ever fought anybody like that on anything. I just kind of sat there. Well, yeah, I don't know.
You were just proper?
Yeah.
Just a proper, respectful little girl?
I wouldn't say that. My mom said I used to fight the nuns a lot.
Fight the nuns?
Yeah.
You were fighting God.
I know.
That has a bigger connotation to it.
Yeah, my mom tells this story about how one time a nun was like, do you want a piece of candy? Because I went to a Catholic school, and she was like the receptionist, and she was like, have a piece of candy, Heather, oh, little child. And I grabbed it, and my mom was like, say thank you. And I was like, no. And my mom was like, say thank you. And I was like, and she said I started like growling and shit. And my mom was like, if you're not going to say thank you, you have to put that piece of candy back. And me and my mom just got into a huge fight. And she had to, like, claw the piece of candy out of my hand and put it back.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You got demonic.
Yeah.
You became demonic towards a nun.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I was like a little fucking prick to those nuns.
An entitlement to candy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so weird. It's such an easy... Thank you.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Oh, candy, thank you.
I know.
But for some reason, you grabbed it and you looked at the nun and went,
yeah.
I'm the devil.
Yeah.
I'm Satan's spawn.
Yeah, I was a little shitbag. was a little shitbag at church.
We were two brats. We're just total brats.
Yeah.
Brats central, dude.
Brat summer.
Did you have brats?
What?
When you were a kid?
Yeah, I was a big brats girl.
You were a big brats girl,
Mhm.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't take you for such.
Oh, yeah. Gay, you mean?
Well, brats...
Every girl who had brats, I swear, is bisexual.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because every girl
Because
is
they were the
like,
sexy one.
And they're touching their
Yeah.
boobs.
Making them kiss.
Mm-hmm. I remember I went over a friend's house one time when I was real young, like
Mhm.
6. And his sister had a bunch of brats.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember literally taking the dress off one, and I was like,
Yeah.
literally thinking, like, this is my first time ever seeing boobs.
Yeah.
Just holding it all, like,
Yeah.
my dad picked me up later, and he was like, how was it? And I was like, oh,
You just have one of her brats in your pocket.
Dad, I did it. You can take this V card. I don't need it anymore. I'm a man.
Did you make yourself a V card?
Yeah,
We made them at school. What the fuck? I gotta call that principal. Your teacher. Yeah, teacher had us make V cards.
This is to pass in for when you become a man.
This is for you. You guys are gonna turn this in after the field trip. Field trip to my house.
Where are we going, Miss Turner? My house.
Um,
I'm gonna molest you all.
but yeah, I fucking love brats.
Interesting. Did you have a relationship with your principal? Sorry. Did you... What was your elementary school principal like?
I don't remember really. I think he was like kind of chubby, glasses, mustache.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, that's just
That's
what they look
every
like.
principal.
Yeah, that's
Being a principal of a school is such a fucking job.
what they be looking like. And then the vice principal is always like some clean cut, like button up, blonde hair in like a military cut type of way,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just like happy but like mean to you.
Mm-hmm.
Happy with everybody else, mean to you,
Mm-hmm.
because we were shitbags. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would get in school suspension all the fucking time in elementary school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like
For being late.
like recess?
And it's always like, no, the whole day. The whole day I would just be in the office doing my work.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Was that at like a Christian school?
No, this was when I went to public school. But I would get I would go to school late all the time. And then I would get in trouble. It's like, I'm not fucking making myself late.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Make my mom sit in here for 7 hours.
Unless my mom was like, yeah, these fucking kids, you know? I'm sure that's what happened.
Which she definitely was.
Yeah.
I've met your mom. She's totally
Yeah.
She was totally like
Oh,
my
yeah.
my mom was the same.
Uh-huh. Just a people pleaser, like, no, it's not me. I'm perfect. These fucking asshole kids.
Yeah. Actually, my mom was always kind of like, life sucks. Fuck off. You know
Yeah.
how hard shit is?
Mm-hmm.
I remember my principals, because, 6 kids in my family.
Mm-hmm.
All of us were late all the time.
Yeah.
And then the principal would call my mom or dad in, and my mom would be like, I have 6 fucking kids. I work 50 hours a week.
Yeah.
You're calling me in because he's 7 minutes late every day?
Mm-hmm.
You're lucky I got him here.
Yeah.
Try being me. My mom was a big walk a mile in my shoes type of guy. Big
Yeah,
walk
7
a
minutes
mile.
late. Get fucked.
Genuinely get
What
fucked.
am I missing? The Pledge of Allegiance?
Fairies! I don't know why I thought of that. Mr. Crocker?
Oh.
I don't know what made me think of it.
If you were Timmy Turner, what would be your first wish?
I will let you know after this break.
Oh.
You want to do an ad read?
Oh, yeah.
We'll do a little ad
Word
read.
from our sponsors.
A word from our sponsor this week, guys. And we're back. What a nice word from our sponsor.
I love that. I love that product.
Me too. What was your question?
So, if you were Timmy Turner, what are some wishes?
I have very odd parents.
You have fairly odd parents.
Fairly odd parents.
Very
odd parents.
You have really fucked up little guys.
I really don't understand the wordplay of the title of that fucking show.
Yeah.
Because I always thought it was just very odd parents because they're fairies.
Yeah.
But then you look at it's fairly odd parents, which
fairly
is like,
odd parents.
Who the fuck thought of that?
Yeah.
And then we'll title it Fairly Odd Parents.
And why'd he get 2?
Why'd he get 2? And why maybe we're flying too close to the sun. Yeah? They're figuring it out. It's crucial.
I remember just watching that show and being like, why the fuck don't I get fairly odd parents?
fair odd parents.
I don't know. Fairly odd parents.
Drinking Pepsi with your dog. Why don't I get very old parents?
Where's one of mine's?
I wish for everybody to be white.
Yeah. You watch shit like that. You watch like Fairly Odd Parents. You watch Harry Potter. And you go, what, am I just the most unlucky piece of shit in the world? That I don't get to have all this? It kind of like makes you feel bad as a kid. You're like, I guess I just picked the shortest straw. I bet all my friends have Fairly Odd Parents. I'm a piece of shit. What did I do wrong? Just fantasy makes kids feel like shit. That's funny.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's funny, but it's also true.
Yeah.
That you watch a show and you go, I wish that was my life.
And you go, it's not, and my life sucks.
Do you have an answer to your question?
I would ask for a dope tree house. I wish I had a tree house as a kid. I did. I had like I had a tree house, but mine was just like a piece of wood on a tree.
That's so funny because I was about to say my treehouse when I was a kid was 3 pieces of wood on a tree. That was us starting a treehouse and then immediately stopping.
Right.
And for like 20 years there was just those 3 pieces of wood in that tree that we were like, man, that could have been something.
Yeah. Mine was like a plane. It had like it was like a square thing on a tree. So you could stand on it and look out. But I always wanted the house.
Right.
And then mine had a zip line.
Wow.
Yeah, mine was pretty dope as fuck. But the zip line went straight into a tree, so then you just ran right into a tree. But then my parents got divorced, and I didn't have that treehouse no more.
Right. Which is nice. It made you funny.
Yeah.
If you were just a kid with a zip line, you would be like some CEO right now.
I would be doing backflips.
You'd be doing backflips.
Backflips
are for kids with parents who stayed together.
Yeah.
It's on your parents. Just like it's not your fault you were late to school. It's not your fault you can't do backflips. It's your parents for falling out of love.
Yeah. Yeah. They're backflipping with joy.
You know what's funny?
You tried.
You know what's funny is what would you say? How many seasons of Fairly Odd Parents were there? 8? Probably like
6.
Probably 6. Sorry. It's probably one of those shows that has like 22 episodes a season.
Right.
So there's probably like 10 years worth of Timmy Turner. Mm-hmm. Not once did he ever wish for the end of world hunger.
Yeah.
He had infinity wishes. There was no limit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a genie being like, you have 3 wishes. It was unlimited. Life-changing magic.
Well, there were a bunch of the rules.
The rules?
The rules.
Were there rules?
The rules.
There were the rules.
Yeah.
Like Ja Rule.
Yeah.
What were the rules? Do you remember?
There was a giant book.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
no
I'm
ending.
sure he can't.
It's a crazy rule if it's no ending world hunger.
Right.
Well, maybe there was a rule that was like no intermixing with with
Well,
God.
how do you know people were starving in his world?
True. Fairies.
Maybe he already did. Maybe he already solved it. They just didn't think that made for a good episode.
True. It's also crazy that his parents were like still working jobs and had to pay their mortgage still. Timmy Turner was actually like a selfish piece of shit.
Yeah.
And every day he was like, I wish I didn't have to have a babysitter anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you could end your parents' suffering. You could end world suffering. And you're fucking making yourself a birthday cake.
Yeah.
I want the biggest birthday cake in the world.
Also, what a world of fairies and magic, and you give this fucking 7-year-old the power?
Yeah. I would have asked for Icky Vicky to have bigger boobs.
Straight up.
Just big old boobs. I'd be like, can I? Or I would have asked for a hotter babysitter.
You would just be a perverted Timmy Turner.
Of course. Everybody would be
Imagine.
perverted.
Oh, my babysitter to have really, really big boobs.
Yeah.
Just Wanda and Cosmo being like, oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
But I think that's why the cutoff is 10, right? I think once you turn 10 or 11, you don't have Fairly Odd Parents anymore.
Oh, right.
Or it's 13, I think.
Once you can ejaculate,
Yeah.
no more.
Yeah.
Because he would be like, Wanda, suck on my fucking dick.
Yeah.
Oh, Wanda, I want you to Cosmo.
Well, no.
Wanda, suck my fucking dick.
It's crazy. That's his godparents.
They're his godparents?
They're his odd parents.
His godparents. They're otters.
Yeah. They raised him. That's too much. That's too far.
Well, then
I would have asked for a Playboy magazine.
Right. Well, I would be like, who's the like coolest, like, who's that girl that he likes?
Trixie?
Trixie. I would be like, I want a sex doll of I want a clone of Trixie to fuck.
Right.
Easily. That would be one of my. This window. Oh, this window is getting to me.
That. My neighbor's
I didn't
gonna
mean
get
to.
mad.
Yeah. Oh. Here.
Get the duct tape. Just grab the duct tape. I don't use these.
Icky Vicky. So. All right, you talk. You talk for like a bunch of time.
Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome to my podcast. I'm thinking about getting rid of Patrick because he doesn't know how to keep a window in place. And also, I'm just feeling like it. I think at the end of the day, a solo pod could be terrible. Maybe good, but why do you make that so big? I swear you don't know how tape works. Ah! Knew that would fall, freak.
Man, you were a really bad solo podcaster.
I know.
You panicked.
I tried to figure it out.
Panicked.
Yeah.
If we could have a celebrity guest on the show,
Ooh.
who would you want? Any celebrity. I don't know why. Yeah, any celebrity.
I would have. Oh my god. I would have Zoe Kravitz.
You think me and Zoe Kravitz would have chemistry?
No, I think we would.
I
think we would, and
I would actually tell her how much I disliked the message of Blink Twice. I would actually love that.
I didn't watch that movie.
She wrote and directed it, and I didn't like it. I thought it was a really weird ending.
Yeah, but she's so pretty.
You're a pervert. You're a very contained, proper,
I know.
straight woman,
Yeah.
but you're a pervert lesbian.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Well, yeah, I've been in the closet so long.
Oh man, yeah. Oh
That,
my goodness.
Yeah.
Christ.
What are you going to do when I leave you because I'm a lesbian?
I'll be fine with that. That's great. That's a great reason for a girl to leave you.
and then I'll start my crusade. My perverted crusade.
That's a good name for your solo pod. Heather's Crusade.
And then I just have women on.
Yeah, and you go like, so like, what do you like to kiss?
Is it me?
Name 3 things you love to kiss.
Please be me.
Have you ever like pressed your boobs against something crazy?
Just I have this piece of
perverted
glass.
little kid questions. You ever like press your boobs against something crazy? Have you ever like walked up to like a window and pressed your boobs against them?
You ever jumped up and down a bunch?
Can you do a backflip? Can you do a backflip and land on your feet?
God, I hope not. That means
What if you
she's
did a-
Christian.
What if you did a backflip and landed on my penis? You ever seen 1,000 Ways to Die? I could do an impression of a carrot.
Oh God.
I can kill you. I can fucking kill you.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. Welcome back to the podcast where I kill women with carrots.
Yeah, you're a big pervert woman.
I know.
Big pervert lesbian over here.
Big perv.
You get one wish, Heather. What do you want? Make my babysitter's tits huge.
Please.
Not even like make my babysitter want to have sex with me or anything. Just make her tits huge so you can just sit there.
Well, you can't do that. I'm
Gawking.
sure that's against the rules.
You're a gawker.
That's fully against the rules.
Yeah, nothing sexual.
Yeah.
Nothing sexual, business only.
Yeah.
Keep it business cash.
Business cash.
Meet me at the pumpkin patch. Everyone watching is gonna think I'm fucking gay now.
We're both gay. That's the point of this podcast.
Right. We're both homosexuals. We're both very homosexuals.
That's why it's in the closet.
You know.
Right.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, ugh.
No, we're in the. This is a yeah. We're both gay.
We're deeply closeted.
We're deeply closeted men.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a woman.
Yeah.
We're actually trans,
Right.
and nobody knows that about
Nobody
us.
knows that.
We have to cut this because that's actually our biggest secret.
Mm-hmm.
I have a vagina. What if I had a vagina but it was like on my back? Like if I told you I had a vagina and you were
Ugh.
like, Patrick, I've seen your penis, and I was like, it's on my back.
I've seen your back.
I've seen you. Right, you've never seen you've seen my penis and never my back.
It's just in your armpit.
Oh, a fucking armpit pussy.
Yeah.
An arm pussy.
That would suck.
Pussy pit.
If I was trans, I would not pick this size of boobs. What a horrible decision that would
The
be.
boobs you have?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'd want to go for like the boobs I have. A cups. Would you
Healthy
say?
B.
Would you say I have B cups
I
or
don't
A
know.
cups?
I don't know.
I think I have A cups.
A cups.
Rock and roll. I woke up on some SpongeBob shit today.
I fucking hate SpongeBob.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
You're annoying me with that.
You're a dictator and a pervert.
I know. A dictator.
Contrarian. Real contrarian you are.
I know. I just don't like SpongeBob. I like SpongeBob, but there's something about SpongeBob references that piss me off to my core.
Because it's cheesy. It's hack. It's mainstream. SpongeBob's mainstream.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
SpongeBob has had a stranglehold on the Kids' Choice Award cartoon section for like 3 decades.
Yeah.
Now.
I will say I feel like people who love SpongeBob, they could do a backflip.
And I
It's
can.
It's
and I
all
do.
the same energy. SpongeBob, Christianity, and doing a backflip are like one triangle. Stop.
There's a pizza here for you and. You have such fucking Cartoon Network energy. You're such a Cartoon Network girl.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the best. It was the best. Nickelodeon kids were freaks.
That's true. I was a Disney kid. Dude, my uncle, he's dead now, so I can tell this story. He was a fucking pedophile when he would watch Disney. Legitimately,
Oh,
he'd be like 40 years old, and he he literally would say this. And I was like 9, and I'd be like, what? But he'd walk in, I'd be watching Hannah Montana, like playing with action figures or whatever, and he'd go, "Oh, and Miley Cyrus, huh? I'd love to suck a fart out of her ass."
Oh no, a fart out of her ass. No.
Oh no!
That's the
a fart out of her
That's
ass.
the creepiest thing you could ever say in your whole life. A fart out of her ass.
Oh, I'd love to suck a fart out of her ass through a straw.
Oh, you're not even going mouth to butt. That somehow makes it worse.
Yeah, no.
A straw.
You just get to smell it and stare at it
Oh,
while you're sucking the fart through a straw.
God.
And I think you would have to blow the fart in there to start the
At least I was
process.
never that perverted.
Right, you're not that.
Mm-hmm.
My Uncle Randy was a straight pedophile. It's so funny. It's just he's a dead man. I should not be putting that on his name. But that is actually, I mean,
Yeah.
he never molested anybody that I know of.
Yeah, that you know of.
But he did say things that you were like, man, that's questionably bad. Because she was like, what, 15 or some shit?
Oh my God, she was like 12.
Right. Yeah, especially when I was watching it. I was like
Yeah.
season 1.
Yeah, season 1, she's 12.
Oh.
She's like 11 or 12.
Ay.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have not told that story. He's dead. It's fine.
He's dead.
Who gives a fuck?
Thank God he's dead.
He was actually the president of NAMBLA. Did you have a pervert in your family? Someone that would come around and say weird shit to you? Older guy? Come around? Look at you and go, Heather, you're looking like what I wish my babysitter looked like when I was a kid.
Ew. No, I never had any perverts in my family, but my Uncle Anthony would always squeeze my cheeks too hard until it, like, hurt. Like, I was always shocked my face wasn't bruised. Like, he would come up and pinch my cheeks until I would just cry.
Do you think
And I'd be like, you're abusive. I'd be like, get away from me, fucking asshole.
That's so funny for a kid to be like, you're abusive.
I literally was always like, this guy's a bad guy. Like, I don't fuck with this guy.
Do
Yeah.
you think it was racism?
No, he's Hispanic.
Oh, he was Hispanic. Okay.
It's my tío.
Your Theo.
It's my tío.
Would he do it with aggression? Would he be like,
He'd go, and then
cute aggression?
and then you would, yeah, it was
You were
probably
just
cute
adorable.
aggression.
You were
Yeah.
just adorable as fuck. And he
But
was like,
then we would cry, and he'd be like, ah. You'd be like, oh.
do you feel comfortable telling that? Hilarious. It's so bad, but it's so funny to me. The story of a family friend tickling you.
No.
Do you feel comfortable telling that story on the podcast?
I
It
guess.
cracked
I
me
don't think
up.
it's that funny. It's crazy
story
that cracked you
cracks
up.
me up so because nothing really terrible is happening.
Yeah.
It's just the like you and your friend at the same time being like,
Yeah. Yeah, my mom would have wine parties.
hold that thought.
What?
We're gonna have a quick intermission.
Okay.
We're already at 20. We'll be back after these commercial breaks.
I'll be back with my story.
All right, we're back. So
So
go ahead and tell this genuinely the
Well,
funniest story I've ever heard.
it's not the fun. That's crazy if that's the funniest
It's
story.
the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, my mom would throw wine parties, and her and all of her friends would just get together and drink a bunch of wine and eat cheese at my friend's house. And then we would be in her room watching Teletubbies and like playing Sonic the Hedgehog and just having a grand old time. And there was one night they were having a wine party, and some random dude, I don't know who this is, I don't know if he's even still around. He's just a random like old man who was like gray beard, like fat, like Santa looking motherfucker. And he just came in and he was like, "Hey girls." It's like my nightmare. I don't know why you think it's so funny. That's crazy. And he was like, "Hey girls." And he just came in. He was like, "Hey guys, tickle tickle." And then he came over and he tickled us. And then he was just tickling us. And we were like cracking up. We were like, ah ha ha. He's tickling us. I told Patrick this story. He's like, but he didn't touch you. I went, oh, well, he did tickle a little low. I think he was tickling us, and then he was just... and then he just sort of left. And then we were like, I guess he just came in to tickle us. And then later, my mom was like, did you have fun? I went, yeah, I had a lot of fun. And that random... I went, the funnest part was when that random guy came in and tickled us. And she was like, what? She was like, who? And I was like, that guy. And she was like, he's like, where'd he tickle you? And then I was like, uh-oh. And I thought she was mad at me, so I just went, nowhere. And she was like, where'd he tickle you? And I was like, I don't know. She was like, he didn't touch you, and then, but he did. So I was like, so I thought she was mad at me because I got molested. So I said, no, he just tickled our armpits. And then how was that? It's not that
Oh
funny.
my God. It's so funny. It's so funny. You and a friend. We're just watching Teletubbies and this the literal tickle monster.
Yeah.
The actual tickle
A
monster.
tickle monster, yeah.
The tickle monster came in. Hello, little girl. And then the fact that you guys loved it is what makes it so funny. Him like starting, you guys are like, and then him just, it's the fact that he didn't full molest you.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he just kind of, he just kind of fucked with you.
Nobody knew.
It was like, tickle, tickle, tickle. What do you think about that? Tickle, tickle, tickle. Outside of the
Yeah,
pants.
it's like, this is what kids like. This is what I like.
You like that? You like that? I like this. Do you like a little for you, a little for you, a little for me, a little for you.
A fun time, something you're never going to forget. Yeah, I guess that's funny. I mean, it's really not when you break down what it is, but...
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's so funny. Boo. Something you'll never forget.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think I brought it up to my friend once. I was like, you remember that? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh. Well.
I like
I like kind of revealed. I was like, hey, remember when we like kind of got molested? And she was like, what?
Ooh, wow. I like to think he just did it by accident.
Yeah, maybe.
You guys were squirming and he was like,
Yeah.
going all over.
I think maybe the way my mom reacted to it made me be like, you know, maybe that was part of it. I don't know.
Well, also, even if he didn't touch the vagina, he still was like, oh, I'm going to go and...
Yeah, I'm going to go
Hey,
in a
Betty.
room.
Betty,
yeah.
where you going? I'm just going to go tickle your little girls for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a big fat
Yeah,
fat
what do
old
you
dude.
want to... Yeah, why are you in a
What's-
room with little kids at
Did he
all?
shut the door behind him?
I don't remember.
I pray not.
Well,
To walk in and shut the door behind you and turn it to a little girl.
I remember it
You
was...
guys want tickles?
It was very much like I don't know who this man was. I don't. I've never seen him since. It was literally just that night.
Oh my God.
I think he got invited to a party and was like, "Whoa, there's kids here." I don't know what happened, but
I could see your mom being like at a bar
Mm-hmm.
Him just being like a bar friend, and she's like, "Come over."
Right. Yeah.
And then he's just walking around the house like drunk and like, I'm just gonna roam around. And he just saw
Yeah.
two little kids. And he was
Well,
like,
the bathroom was right next to the room. So maybe he was just drunk and he was like, and he heard us having fun and he was like, "Oh, children having fun."
or he's like, I'll molest a couple kids before I pee.
Well, yeah.
When was this? The 90s?
I like to think. No, this is early 2000s.
Early 2000s?
Yeah.
So like coming out of the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
That's like around the time still that like you just kind of molest a little kid every once in a while.
Oh my god.
I feel like when you go back in history,
Oh.
molesting kids was like
A
breakfast.
pastime?
Yeah, it was like breakfast.
What are you talking about?
Some people were like, I skip breakfast.
That's great.
You don't eat breakfast every day. What, do you not got a family? What's going on?
Yeah. I like to think that, yeah, maybe he just had grandkids and then he was like a little bit drunk and he was like, "Oh, children having fun." Maybe I wasn't molested.
I like
you
to
know?
think that too.
Yeah.
I like to think you're a liar.
Oh. Well, no, what happened, but I think maybe my mom's reaction to it made me like rethink it and question it.
Right.
But yeah. But yeah, I did not know
He
this
still
man.
tickled your vagina.
But yeah.
A man still tickled your vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were a kid.
Yeah, and I didn't know.
About how old?
At that point it was before my parents' divorce.
Oh, so you were like,
Yeah, I was like 6 or 7.
damn.
Yeah.
And it stuck with you.
Yeah.
So it had to have been pretty aggressive.
Well,
For it to stick with you, I feel like
I guess.
it had to be pretty.
Yeah, no. Okay. Sure.
I think there was a part of it you blocked out. I think it went deeper than that. No, all right,
God.
let's not.
I
It's a
do
funny-
wonder. There was a vibe to me as a kid that was like that I always think about, that I'm like, something happened to me. But I don't know. And I don't want to dive down and figure it out.
Mm,
But something for sure happened to me as a kid. Because I was a fucked up little kid.
yeah. Yeah, something happened to me with my neighbor, but she was a lady.
She was a lady.
A lady of the evening.
She was the lady child.
She was a lady child. So she forced me to do a lot of stuff for like 2 years.
Yeah.
But I don't think either of us knew what was going on. And I didn't look back on it until I was 16. And a girl was like, "Have you ever done anything sexual before?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so."
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Before me, you've never been with anybody?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Really?" And then I thought about it and I was like, "Oh, yeah, when I was like 6, my neighbor would make me go down on her for like 2 years." Yeah.
Whoopsies.
And then my girlfriend was like, "What?" No, go on with the... And
Yeah.
I'd tell her the story and I'd be like, well, we would have like play dates and then every once in a while when her parents would leave, she would take her pants off and say, "Lick here." And I would go, "Why?" And she'd go, "Don't question me, just do it." My girlfriend was like, What? Have you ever thought of this since? And I was like, I completely forgot it happened.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I bet she feels terrible about that.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was like 10. I was 6. She was like 10. So
She was 10.
she was older than me, yeah.
Ooh.
So it was nothing crazy.
Yeah. That's bad. She could have gone to like little kid juvie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, kids go to jail for molesting younger kids.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like you're your mom and I'm you telling you about the tickle monster.
Yeah.
I want to be like, no, she made me. It wasn't.
No, yeah, I watched a whole documentary about that, about kids who go to jail.
I was so scared of little kid jail when I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought I would go to juvie, and I never did.
It is because we thought we were so much cooler than we were. I also always thought.
Yeah.
I just thought about this the other day.
I was always like waiting for the day. I was like, it's gonna happen one day.
In middle school,
Mm-hmm.
in detention,
Mm-hmm.
I wrote on a desk the Declaration of Indetention. And I genuinely thought it was the coolest thing ever. I fully was like, I remember writing it.
Lit.
I remember writing it and being like, fucking sick of shit.
Yeah, whatever.
Fucking sick as shit. I'm gonna go crush a nose right now. Do a
That's so
backflip.
funny.
Declaration of indetention. I bet a teacher walked up and read it and was like, oh. I guarantee a teacher read that and went, cringe.
Yeah, this kid think he did something.
Yo, buddy's cringe. Buddy thought he ate with that one.
That's where it started. That's where that slang started.
Yeah.
Yo, he thought he ate.
Buddy think he ate with that one. Buddy gonna find out he full in a minute because he didn't eat shit.
Yeah, you shit.
Declaration of indetention.
It's so nothing.
It's nothing. It doesn't even make sense.
You didn't even come up with a declaration.
No, it's like semi wordplay.
You're like, I'll work on it later.
Doesn't work. Yeah. Declaration of indetention. My
Yeah, I'm just like a kid who's in detention. Yeah, that's like my whole vibe.
declaration of indetention. What's that mean? I'm in detention.
God.
And I wrote declaration of. Did you ever do any graffiti in your life?
Graffiti.
Yeah. Carve something into something.
Yeah, I would carve desks. And
Yeah, but
stuff.
anything crazy, anything stick out. You ever do something that you were like bad to the bone?
No, I always wanted to be a spray paint kid, but I could never get my hands on spray paint. Like, I always had it in my head that I was a spray paint kid.
I could never get my hands.
Yeah, I remember I was always on the prowl for spray paint as a kid. And I could never find it. And I remember one time I found a spray paint can and it was empty and I was like so frustrated. I was like, I just need spray paint. It's my whole vibe. It's crazy I don't have it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a train yard next to my house, an abandoned train yard. It was like a 10-minute walk from my childhood home.
Yeah.
Just this huge warehouse with all these like abandoned trains and buses and shit. And we would always, that's just where you went to like smoke cigarettes and kiss girls and shit.
Right.
But I would go as a kid to like smash stuff. And I remember one
that's
time
cool.
in particular, I found a full can of spray paint and a full fire extinguisher.
Oh,
It was the best day of my fucking life.
that rules. You
And
did
I
a
spray painted just every bus.
Oh.
Just. And then I took.
Little me is so jealous
Oh
of
my god! I
that.
spray painted every bus, just
Yeah.
like drawing on the ground and on buses and on walls and stuff. I felt so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I had like paint on my hands, and I was like,
Right. Yeah.
declaration of indetention right now.
I'm just declaring that
And
I'm in
then-
detention.
It's really what it- I am in detention. I might as well have just wrote, I am in detention.
I'm here. This is literally just Patrick was here.
Yeah. A complicated Patrick was
Yeah.
here.
I think I did a lot of that and like Sharpie, just like bunch of like Heather was here.
Heather was here.
You know.
But I took the fire extinguisher too, and I like pulled the pin of it, and I just sprayed it. And I just got to run around spraying
That
the fire extinguisher. It was
rules.
so fun. And then a cop showed up. I watched the cop pull up, and then like the fire extinguisher fog just kind of filled everything, and I just walked away casually. It was
Yeah.
one of the coolest moments in my life. As a little kid, I was like, I am
Yeah.
badass.
You were walking away from an explosion.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
I did keep looking over my shoulder like, I hope that cop's not
Yeah.
chasing me right now.
Nummy. That's cool. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say it's funny because I think if I got my hands on a spray paint can, I was such an anxious like kid that I think I would overthink what I would spray paint and I would never use it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I picture you just drawing boobs.
It's funny. I used to draw penises as a kid, but I didn't know what penises look like. So I would always draw. It was like a mound and then on top of that, a smaller mound, and then a smaller
Like a snowman?
yeah, but like an upside down U, and then a smaller upside down U. And they would get smaller and smaller, and I thought that's what penises look
You thought
like.
penises look like a centipede?
Yeah. And then I would look at it and I'd go, whoa. I would always be like, wow, that's literally a penis. And then I remember I had a whiteboard and I would draw it, and then someone would be coming and I'd be like,
Are you drawing what you think penises look like again?
yeah. Yeah, if anybody saw it, they'd probably just think I drew a poop.
Yeah, right. A big long poop.
Yeah.
The first time you saw a penis, were you jarred?
Yeah?
Was it jar? Were you like?
I think I was just like, whoa, ugh. Scary.
How's about the first time you saw a penis in a sexual way? Like you're about to have sex for the first time. Were you like, oh yeah, or did you see it and you were like, what? Jesus fucking Christ, that's real. That's a real penis.
I kind of don't remember.
Yeah, right, because you were 6 and the Tickle monster memory was a blur. I just remember Teletubbies playing
Yeah.
while in excruciating pain.
Oh God, don't. That's not funny.
Duh, you know you're making me feel like the bad
Oh yeah,
guy.
don't.
I'm not the Tickle monster.
Oh my God.
We're almost done here. That was a fast hour.
Yeah.
Ring the dinner bell because I think we cooked. That was as bad as my declaration of indetention. Fuck.
Dude, you still have that vibe.
I'm cringe.
You.
I'm the epitome.
Yeah. It's funny because I think we both kind of have that vibe of like, yeah, we're like bad or whatever when we're really not.
Yeah, I think we strictly
We're just
play.
huge
I
fucking
think
nerds.
we play it off like we're like, nah, I'm being like ironic. But
Yeah.
deep down, we're like, I was really trying to be cool just there.
Yeah.
Ring the dinner bell because we cooked. I wish I could say shit like that and have people be like, You know what I just realized?
What?
We didn't clap once.
Yeah. Nice.
Make it easy on a brother.
Yeah.
Make it easy on a brother.
Oh no.
Bum Stafarian.
No. Hey, no.
What's like, if you had to be other than...
Oh, I thought we were doing an outro. Are we doing another 20 minutes?
No.
Oh.
I'm just asking you. If you had to be a different... If you had to have an accent, and you can't say British, what accent would you like to have?
Probably Australian.
Damn it. That's British.
Yeah.
Do an Australian accent.
I don't even like going to the store because it makes me overwhelmed. I don't like it. It's too much, man.
You want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Donkey!
Yeah. That's like Scottish.
That is Scottish. That's Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Donkey!
Yeah. Another thing that I hate. Another thing that I really, really hate.
Mike Myers.
Shrek. Shrek and SpongeBob are both terrible vibes.
I hate Nazis and slavery, but we can't all be heroes, I guess.
I know.
That is such a suck ass. All right. This is the outro.
This is the outro.
This is the outro. We're out, yo.
Oh, no.
This is a declaration of indetention.
What is it? What is it about podcasting that turns you a little bit cringe in the end? A little bit cringe, a little bit.
That's like the Joker's whole point. We're all a little cringe, Batman.
Batman.
It is cringe as fuck to paint your face.
It is,
To
yeah.
paint your face and walk through city going,
Yo,
Sounds
Joker's cringe.
Joker's cringe as fuck.
Ooh, he thinks he's evil or something.
Money makes the world go mad.
He thinks he's evil. Buddy thinks he like owns Gotham. That's crazy.
Buddy finna be evil.
Well, stop making it cringy. I hate that.
Buddy finna destroy the world or something.
Oh no, I hate that word.
Finna?
Yeah. When white people say it, I'm always like, don't.
I'm finna declare.
Stop.
I'm in detention. All right, we got an outro. We got an outro. We gotta get out. We gotta get out of here.
Yo, Joker like cut his face.
True.
Who cuts their face to prove they're evil?
I'm so fucking badass.
It's like, whoa.
I'm gonna write ha.
Freak,
I'm gonna
dude.
write ha 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 on my jacket,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be purple.
And then my hair's gonna be green.
And I'm gonna carry around playing cards, but they're all gonna be the Joker.
Yo, where's my manic pixie dream girl? So cringy.
Say ooh ooh for me. Ooh ooh
Oh, ooh.
ooh.
Oh.
Do your fucking anime girl impression.
No, I don't want. No, I'm not gonna do that for a podcast.
With how embarrassing
I do not
I've
want.
been,
I do not
with
want
how
evidence.
genuinely embarrassing I've been, you can't do it for me.
I can't. I don't want the evidence.
Heather does a great impression. She taught me what ooh girls are. I was like, what the fuck is that? And she was like, the fucking. I was like, what? What the fuck are
I
you
will never
talking
have
about?
evidence of me doing that ever. I refuse.
That makes it fair. That's fair. We gotta get out. We gotta get out of here.
We gotta get out. We gotta do an outro.
Split. Banana split. Wrapping it up.
Split.
Poppity.
This has been a podcast, and I think if you like podcasts, then watch our podcast today, tomorrow, yesterday, and all of the days after that. If the world doesn't end soon, then we'll have this to remember our days of yore, our days of youth, our days of getting tickled, our days of cringe, and we will remember that it was all for naught. I'm not just saying words.
You are just. It's funny because I just realized you were just rambling, but in my head I was sitting here like, preach. Fucking
That's really all motivational speaking is.
right.
And at the end of the day, when you start your day in a vibe setting with sunshine and daisies, you think that it's all dark against the light when really it's not. And you're gonna rise above what is below.
You're the tickle monster.
Yeah. And remember that. Because if you had one wish, it would be a kiss.
You only get one shot. Here's a candle.
So, happy birthday.
Realistically, I would love to cut it at the, but that's also cringe.
that's
Just
what
both of being like the gayest outro ever.
That's so funny because that's how me and Candace used to end our podcast sometimes. We would blow out candles.
Really?
But we would do witchcraft.
But you're also girls.
Yeah.
That's cute.
No.
I don't want that out there.
Ooh. Don't ever clip that, bitch.
I like to picture everyone's head, everyone who's watching this, their minds just. You did that, and their minds exploded.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta cut this off. It's too long.
Rapito.
Bye.
Bye.